As residents continue to recover from the storm that hit more than a week and a half ago, food, clean water, even household repairs are in huge demand. The American Red Cross is on the ground throughout the state working with local partners to help.
Joining us from Dallas, Texas with an update on the relief efforts, we have Dan Halyburton from the American Red Cross. Good morning to you, Dan. Thanks for being here.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having us.
So, Dan, first and foremost, just kind of give us a recap because you are in Dallas right now. You have boots on the ground. What is it like right now compared to a week ago?
Well, it's amazing. It's 70 degrees warmer today as our high compared to a week ago. So, you know, that's a huge plus. But we've got a lot of trouble, a lot of challenges for people in their homes that were so devastated by the flooding that happened when all the pipes burst.
Yeah, I can speak personally about that. My parents still live there in the Arlington area, and they had a pipe burst in their home. The whole first floor was flooded. The problem, though, Dan, is getting people out to do the insurance inspections and get the repairs. Is that line long?
Well, there's a real challenge with that. Always when we see a disaster this magnitude, getting a hold of your insurance company, finding contractors to do the work that's done. Sometimes people just have to move forward if they're able in making those repairs until they can get with their insurance people. But the basic needs are what we're really focused on with the Red Cross, things that people need right now.
Yeah, so give me some examples of what that is. We know that there were millions of people that didn't have power, right, which then affected their heat and it affected their hot water as well. Water became such a big issue. I can't believe we're even discussing this in 2021, just such an infrastructure problem. What communities have been hit hardest and what are you doing for them?
Well, certainly the Texas Gulf Coast and up into central Texas, we're far more dramatically impacted than North Texas. We were a little luckier. We had more snow than ice. There are differences in the way homes are built in North Texas to South Texas. It's 5.5 hours from Dallas to Houston.
Yep.
So it gives you an idea of the geography. What people need is water. The Red Cross has water on the ground, more water on the way. I'm kind of imagining the picture of 100,000 meals ready to eat on the way in, being trucked in, trailer loads of water. And yesterday I was here in Dallas at distribution centers where we're handing out water to folks who might need it in the area, you know, from everything to personal hygiene to flushing a toilet.
So how can we help up here in New York? We're far away, but obviously, you know, a lot of folks still want to help those Americans in need. How can we make a difference in this?
Well, there's a couple things that can be done. Certainly financial donations help the Red Cross with its life-saving mission, not only for this widespread disaster, but others that are unfortunately ahead of us. And you can find out about that if you go to 1-800-RED-CROSS, make that call, or go to redcross.org.
But can it be specifically directed to the Dallas, the Texas region?
You can direct your donations there to Texas. It's one large operation for the Red Cross. And I like to tell people, if you can make a donation to disaster relief, that means that not only will you help with this disaster, but you could help with the folks that, a flood that's ahead or a tornado. Our disasters are never ending, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So when you make those donations, it always helps.
Yeah, I know you're also partnering with several community groups as well, right? Because the community groups are the ones who really know the area so well. Who are you working with?
Well, it's a wide range of organizations. This one seems to be very, very local. We're working with a lot of local churches, a lot of local community organizations, certainly with cities and governments, as we always do. So I kind of always paint it as it's like a patchwork quilt of help. And we patch it all together with Red Cross and all of our community partners. And that's what really makes it.
Has your response been different? Because, you know, I've covered a number of storms on the East Coast, and you guys were always on site, right? And I would visit where you'd have these large-scale shelters that would be in a high school gymnasium. Obviously, we're in the age of COVID, so everything looks and feels a little different. How has that impacted your operation?
Well, we've still got our warming centers up and operating because people's homes aren't habitable, so they need a place to go, maybe get a shower, certainly get meals and snacks. And we've had 52,000 meals and snacks go out. COVID-19 is an issue. We've been very well versed on that with other disasters up till now. So when we do work in a congregate situation, we've got all of our protocols online, and we've done a very good job on that, I think.
Quickly, give us an indication. How many people are still in these shelters because they simply can't get back into their homes?
Well, I think there's about a little over 100. The overnight numbers are coming in about a little over 100 warming shelters. Those numbers really come and go because
Right.
some people are going home. They might sleep at home at night, but they're coming back in the day for services. This really reminds me of the aftermath of a hurricane, even the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy, where we had with a storm, and I worked Hurricane Sandy, and then it got really cold. So
Right.
that part was miserable. Today, though, it's going to get warm, and that makes the progress much quicker.
Absolutely. But it's good work that you're doing there on the ground, important work, especially in the lives of the folks who, it's really, their homes and everything has been turned upside down in this. Dan, thanks so much for the update.
Thank you.
Stay safe to you and your team. And by the way, to support the American Red Cross and other organizations with relief in Texas, you can meet us online.